anyways, we are just testing some things, getting ready, and we're gonna be sharing the screen, doing some charting, playing a couple songs, and having some fun. So just kind of sit back, chill, and enjoy the time here as we start some music. Just bear with me.
Remember to please keep all hands and arms inside the ride at all times.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was reminding our audience to please keep all hands and arms inside the ride at all times because you're going to love this ride.
Oh, absolutely, man. You don't want to get caught. All right, we're back. Not sure if the audio sound is there, Egon. We're gonna have to, test it. I did go and look at everything, but anyways, can you hear me? Mic check. We're back. Let's do a little bit of some quick charts.
Yeah, you're coming through fine.
All right, all right. So we're looking at the weekly as the weekly candle just ended. One of the things to take note of is that we did have the 50 EMA get extremely close to this bullish cross that's happening. And as the week was closing, we ate up the dump and we finished strong. And typically, when the week starts, the new candle, you'll usually go in the opposite direction, that it really wants to go. And for here, we've been mindful that it looks like it wants a lot higher with the upcoming crosses that we're seeing on the 2 week and on the monthly as well. So, anyways, once we update this here, my charts aren't updating, but anyways, the biggest thing that we want to look at is just really for the weekly candle. Now we do want to go look at the CME as it opened up, and there were some fireworks. So we're gonna go to the CME chart, get the other loadout in here. Let me get the CME up in here. And we're on the daily and we opened up, and as you can tell, we got extremely close to the gap. This gap here is still open for the CME on this candle here. We closed at 85,760, and on the very next one, we opened at 86,935. So essentially 87k, and on the close here, well under 86, right? So it's a pretty significant gap. You seen the close here of this candle was 94.40, and on this candle open, we opened up at 88. So this kind of pump up to 90,200 just kind of shows you here what was the height, 92.50, and this closed right at 94.40. So you close that gap immediately, right? So this is why the sudden pump, and it's a liquidity grab, but more so the CME opening up and saying, yo, there's a little gap, right? Boom, completely filled. So we don't even have to put it there, or I guess really do much with it. But to keep track, a lot of people like to leave their things on here. So you can just leave the gap for what it was, a 1 day gap. And immediate when you're seeing the candles about to open, the CME opens, it wicks right into that pocket. Yeah, dude, they just grab that liquidity, boom, close it. And now the expectation, right, is what feels like it's coming is the upcoming bearish momentum, that, we're seeing on the additional charts that are upcoming, right? So the 3 day is here. You got the 200, we're below it. We're rejecting. All this stuff is coming down here. So now we want to go on the 5 day as well. We just kind of want to find where the the income and pain. And on this 5 day candle, right? We got 4 days left. What's going to happen here soon is as soon as these candles start closing, we're widening in this gap. We need to hurry up and get above these levels. So for the CME on the daily, we're just still kind of going through the motions, but it's easy to foresee a lot of this stuff. So stay alert. USDT dominance has some upcoming, you know, stuff that's on its way. Let's go to the 3 day as well. so you guys can check it out. That 50 crossed. So we're looking at the 5-day here. Bam, the 50's coming, just like on the weekly. So you're bull flagging, pumpy dumpy, not looking good. I would be scared. Maybe, unless you're shorting. I'm always comfortable in my shorts. So don't forget, trade on Novex.finance. Let's go check out the site real fast. You guys, just see this. Egon, we just missed our entrance by 3 minutes. We were 3 minutes late. I shorted the top, near the bottom. Should short right here as it's lower than where I closed. So you just this beauty, man, just staying sharp. I just take the money when it gives it to you. You always want to make sure you're ready. There's upcoming crossing that can help you on the shorter time frames, but when you look at the bigger time frames like the daily for big things bearish.
Yeah, position yourself correctly.
Exactly. So remain locked in. We sure are. And we'll catch you tomorrow morning for trade talk at noon Eastern. So much love, everybody. This was just a little test. We're gonna go check out the stream, see the quality. Hope you enjoyed it. If not, so bad. Have a good night.